Hey guys, it's Mike here, and we're back with more Kerbal Space Program. Now, I had a great party yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Me and my friends, we had a blast, and I even played, episode 1 of this series on the TV for background noise. It was great. Alright, so this debris will be destroyed, but that's not the point of this video. So, I guess the point of this video right now is to try a Mun Flyby. Or Minmus Flyby. Both of them would be good. So, last video we built this rocket, and we found that it had enough fuel to get pretty far, so we're going to attempt a Mun Flyby. So we could hopefully get a lot of science. So let's just make sure that Bob is in there. Nope, we don't need Jebediah, we need Bob. So let's go. Yeah, how you guys doing today? It is Saturday, it is 2:43 where I am. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Let me turn on the volume a little bit so I don't blow my ears out. Hold on, I gotta make sure that the rocket doesn't swing. Swerve off course. You know what? I should probably just try this again. Maybe I should just start turning once the solid fuel boosters are out, because I think those are what caused the rocket to, spin out of control. So we're going to just do a Mun Flyby. Or we could even do Minmus if we have enough fuel. Okay then. So we get a little bit of a fireworks show. Oh, not again. I don't know what went so well, last episode. Alright, let's just try again. Alright, so I'm gonna start tilting slightly. Maybe it doesn't matter if it tips too much, just as long as it doesn't, really spin out of control. Uh-oh. I mean, we are going to try to get to... We're going to try to get, caught in the orbit of the Mun, so we don't need to be, too precise. Alright, let's see how high we are. Alright, that's pretty good. Sure, it's a little tilted, but hey, that's okay. We can always, try to turn it again if we need to. Hold on, I still want to rise. So yeah, like I said, I guess I was saying, okay, so I was mentioning that I was playing episode 1 of this series as background noise on the TV at my party, yeah. And the party in general, it was a lot of fun. So we got Domino's Pizza, hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, we got Domino's Pizza. We got we got 2 pizzas, 1 stuffed crust, 1 large. We also got some hot buffalo wings. We got some lava crunch cakes. And yeah, we had a lot of fun and it was delicious. Yeah, me and my friends are going to try to make this a tradition for all our summers throughout high school. Well, that's actually a pretty good orbit, like a pretty good trajectory. Is that what it's called? Yeah, we're going to try to make this a tradition for every summer break. Oh yeah, and even though it is Saturday, it is my first day of summer break. So I hope to make many more of these videos. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if you could call like a Saturday the start of a summer break because pretty much all the days that were the last days of school for me were like Fridays. Now, could you consider Saturday the first day of summer break? I honestly don't know since there's like no school on Saturday regardless, like no matter what time of the year it is. So, I don't know. So yeah, like would you consider like a Saturday like the first day of a summer break? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. I guess that could apply for like any type of break, like spring break, Thanksgiving break, winter break. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys to decide. For me, like at the party, one of our teammates, she made a very good point. She said like that she just considers like the moment you get out of school the start of summer break. And I could definitely see that. And now that I think about it, maybe I would consider a Saturday this like a start of the summer break because it allows you to like maybe be a little like lazy, stay up all night without any worries. So maybe so thinking about it that way, yeah, I would consider a Saturday the start of a summer break. And any break in general. Alright, now okay, and oh yeah, if I didn't mention what date it is today, well, it is Saturday, but it is also the 7th of June. Uh, what's this orbit? I think it's called an inclined orbit. So we're not going to be needing these since we are already in a secure orbit. Alright. Yeah, and I'm surprised that we were able to get it all done in this stage alone without needing the second stage to make the orbit, so that's pretty cool. So, can we do a crew report? Uh, Not much that seems the crew reports can do. How about an EVA report? Yeah, not much we can seem to do. So I guess let's just try to get to the Mun. So we have the ascending and descending nodes. So because our orbit is mostly circular, that makes it easier for us to try to plot it a course to the Mun. Yeah, so I'm going to try to make it like more like aligned with the Mun's orbit. Doesn't really need. I mean, since we are getting caught in the Mun's orbit, like we don't need to have it be like too perfect. All right, I think 1.8 is workable. Now, all right, so we won't be touching Kerbin's atmosphere anytime soon. So I'll just do a quick save here. I'll turn on SAS. The burn's gonna take a minute? Will we even have enough fuel? You know what, let's just try something anti-normal first. Like, actually, yeah, let's just do the maneuver. That So if I feel that we're gonna run out of fuel, then I'll just you know, maybe stop it. Since I want to get Bob to the Mun and back, you know what? That's not too bad. You know what? That's good enough. Uh, oh, I would get an encounter there. Burn time is 50 seconds? I just hope that we'll have enough fuel to get back. Since I'm no rocket scientist, yeah, even though I play Kerbal Space Program and I have a pretty good grasp of the game, I'm still no rocket scientist. So like I'm not really like sure how to properly calculate like delta V. I want to try to get an elliptical orbit around the Mun so I can collect more science. Okay, but there is a pretty high apoapsis once I do leave. Alright, you know what? That's good enough. Since I just want to get caught in the Mun's orbit. So it looks like I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. Wait. Okay, so even if I find out that So I'll try a maneuver per node, and if I find that I wouldn't have enough fuel, that's okay, because I would just be sent back home anyways. And we could always just try to get the science from near her while flying above the Mun in a Mun mission. Okay then, I think that would work. So I'm gonna do a quick save here in case we find out that we don't have enough fuel. Alright, so we are safe in Mun orbit. And I think we would have enough fuel to get back. Okay, where's the Mun? There it is. So, isn't that a beautiful sight? So now we could do our science here. So my plan is, once we do our science here, once we get to periapsis, we'll then burn, and then we'll escape the Mun's orbit, and we'll go back home to Kerbin. So let's do... The inside of the craters might be the best option to land. They would be, probably. Alright, let's do an EVA report. Alright, not much really. It feels right at home. Conduct material study. Is that because we're, like, being blasted by the sun? Now we can collect this data. Alright, this will give us a lot of science for sure. And that was the whole point of this mission. Alright, there we go. We're flying above the Mun. Pretty fast, actually. Like, yeah, this would be pretty fast. Hold on, I'll just use Time Warp to stop this. Yeah, maybe I need to use... Yeah, I should use SAS more often. Huh? Why can't I... Okay, there we go. Oh, we could do another crew report. You look at the cold gray surface, it looks really beat up with craters. Alright, log the temperature, log the pressure, and then conduct a material study. Collect our data, collect the data, collect the data, restore, and restore. Now we can store our experiments. Alright, so I would say this has definitely been a pretty successful mission. We got all that we need to get done. Oh, so I forgot that since Bob's a scientist, we can't do maneuver nodes unless we have a connection to this space center. Alright, now we can do a maneuver node. But will it, like, get cancelled once... Ah, we could do multiple maneuver nodes. Ah, that's actually really clever. So we could really plan things out in advance. So we could do it there. And we mostly just need to nip Kerbin's atmosphere. Alright, I think we could definitely nip Kerbin's atmosphere. Alright, quick save. Now we do have all our data, yes we do. So yeah, I was worried that this mission was not going to be super successful, but turns out it was. Yep. Oh, look at that. Alright, well, we're going home now. So we already got science high above Kerbin. Wait, we could actually see it moving. Wow. So we already got science high and low above Kerbin. So, let's go home now. Huh? So we're probably gonna lose connection pretty soon. Yep, we did. Limited crew control. Oh yeah, because Bob's a scientist and we don't have like all the crew. I think maybe that would be a little too low. We we might come in too violently. Yeah. Alright, so then we wouldn't even touch it at that point. Alright then, yeah, that's good. So yeah, hold on, let me just check something real quick. Alright, so I've been recording for 21 minutes. And we've already gone on a successful Mun mission. Well, not like, to land on the Mun, you guys know what I mean. Like, to just get a Mun flyby to collect a ton of science. So yeah, this has definitely been a very successful mission in my opinion, and I hope you guys think so too. Alright, so now we're going home. Alright, so we got all our science here, so we can just ditch that stage. And look, we get a bit of a fireworks show. Wait, are we leaving it too fast? Oh, we are. Just a second. Alright, so what I found is like I would have to like just I would leave and then once I come back it would then decrease more. But I don't really want to wait. So I'm gonna try something else. So I'm going to slow down right here. By just let's see my Alright, so I am pointing away towards Kerbin. Alright. And we can see us actually you can see the planet getting closer without Time Warp. So this time we would guarantee land on the planet without having to go back. Yep, look at all that science. Alright, ditch that stage. And we get a fireworks show. It does kind of sound like fireworks. Whoa. Oh, that scared me a bit. I was worried it would hit the Bob's capsule. It's nighttime, so we can't really see what's going on, but as long as Bob is gonna get home safely. Alright, so I'll just jump cut to when we've actually landed back on Kerbin. Alright, so we landed back on Kerbin. And we might as well see if we can get a crew report. Okay, take the data. EVA report. Alright. So we should have gotten a lot of science. 356, almost for every day of the year. 370 science. That's a lot. Let's see what we can unlock. So we have a hitchhiker storage container. That'll be useful for when we're going to be building space stations. Advanced electrics, flight control. These are some things that we're going to really need if we want to build space stations. RCS thrusters. Advanced landing. Now this is what I really need. So I won't have enough to get this just yet, but this is one thing that we will really need in order to build more space stations. And we also can get better solar panels, and what else can we get? Advanced. Alright, let's get this. And electronics. Ooh, a relay antenna. Precision engineering. So I want to use this to like help build the space station along with this. And this is another thing that we will need. The Gigantor XL solar array. That's another thing that I'm going to need to build the space station. Electronics. This could also be good for building the space station. So yeah guys, in the next video we're going to attempt a Mun flyby. So here's Mun. So we're going to attempt to just fly by it, get into an elliptical orbit, just, you know, like we did with the Mun, and then collect our science. Hold on, maybe we should destroy some of this debris. On a suborbital trajectory? Let's just... Huh? So we can't destroy it? Oh, we can. Alright. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!